Treat me like a cousin. I'm from California. Speak a little southern. Cheap about a dozen. Can you keep a secret? Look who in my recent. She's so indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef with.
Damn, talking to me wild like they ain't tired to be down. Like when y'all 12, you wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. They're on the Falcons sideline. That is head coach Raheem Morris. These guys hoping to make it 2 wins in a row this week. On the other side, head coach of the Bengals there, Zach Taylor. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. A warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you as Evan McPherson's going to get us started. And off we go from Cincy. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
You know what I like, Kate? I like that even though he got burned a couple times last week, had the interceptions, he didn't let that throw him off his game or make him gun-shy to keep pushing the ball down the field. And look what that mindset got him as a result. 3 touchdowns, and much more importantly, a win.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Robinson. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Third down, it's Penix. Man downfield, and he finds London. He's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Shotgun snap, again to Robinson. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Staying with Robinson. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Taken down by Sebastian Joseph Day. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Oh, Penix lost it. But it looked like a Falcon swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led by one of the fastest quarterbacks in the game from Alabama. Here's Jalen Milroe.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Here we go, here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Taking a shot deep here. That's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
Let's go now. Go.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. 3 And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some points every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 1st down from the 42.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Well, you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Play fake. Penix. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Justin Reed with the tackle. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Penix here from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Trying for it with Penix. That one's caught by Mooney. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 37. That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and goal at the
Robinson can't right past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons make it a 1-point game. Gay with the point after. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Returning it from the 4. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Connects on the crosser. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
First down.
Ready.
We go play action here. It's Milrow. That's completed right side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Bengals have a first down.
Bengals first
Ready.
down. 1st and 10 at the
They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. they're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
On the ready.
Up second and 15 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Hut, hut.
Throwing off the play fake. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down.
Brings up third down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here he goes, third and long. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They're going play fake with Penix. Finds his fullback. And this one doesn't go far. Third and just 2 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and 2.
Throwing now on third and 2. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll be right back to Cincinnati after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll begin the quarter with second and 8. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Milroe. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up second down.
18, find it. Here we go.
Milroe from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But that defense was flying around and making the play.
It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
70.
Trying for it with Milroe. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's taken down at the 30. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And the Falcons, first down.
Now Penix off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. It's a design boot. Has him on the quick hitter. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Penix working from the gun. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Check mash. Here we go. Check.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
And the Bengals, first down.
Come on.
They'll run again with Brown. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Brown again. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That's 16 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Milroe hangs on to it. I'll pitch it out to Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets snapped, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? Moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Throwing now, Milroe. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. Maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. We better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return starts at the 3. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this 1st half. Stay with us. More of the NFL on EA Sports coming up. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. To the air with Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
Here's Penix to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Bijan Robinson. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
It's Penix yet again. Pass complete to Robinson. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Falcons.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Falcons. 1st down.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Robinson again here on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Penix. To the right side, reeled in by London. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, keep pace for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and goal, Atlanta.
Penix here from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
It's 2nd down.
Here's Penix. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. Back-to-back sacks, and this defense hungry for a 3rd here. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. That's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Game's kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the 2nd best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, the points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. One final shot before the half. And Milroe goes into the slide with enough yardage there to pick up that 1st down. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports
Our tour of the
halftime report.
NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on the Colts in the AFC South. And here it's Anthony Richardson as he hooks up with Michael Pittman. 18 yards, it's a touchdown. The Colts come away with a victory. They win by 6. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Kenneth Walker. He gets a seal here and a seal here, and off he goes. The Seahawks get the victory here. They win it by 10. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And this is Darius Slayton. This will help the old stat line. He's going to make the catch and realize, I don't think anyone's going to get me, and they don't. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. The Giants up their mark to 7-4 with this win. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Starting the half with a give to Brown. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
It was almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Ryan Diablo there on the tackle. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set.
Falcons 44-yard
18
line.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready?
Off the play fake, Milrow. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Kate, I can speak from personal experience on this one. That is the absolute worst nightmare as a quarterback. When you call that bootleg and you turn around and all you see is nothing but a big old defensive end, yeah, your interest switch from getting rid of the ball to a little self-preservation. Good job just simply hanging on to the football.
They've got first down here from the 36. From the pistol, here comes Pacheco. Having gain up about a handful there. Tackled by Luke Arroyo.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Milrow with it on first. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. makes it 2nd and 10 at the
Go play action here. It's Milrow. Has it. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And somebody's on it. Let's wait for the signal. Yes, it was recovered by the defense. Oh, man, looked like a big play touchdown, and instead the defense steals it away on the fumble for the touchback. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Penix now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down. So out now comes the punter.
It's 4th down.
Return amounts to much. They bring him down. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Brown on 1st and goal. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Milrow from the gun. He's got it. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals make it a 9-point advantage. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Throwing, Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
Penix working from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Now Penix off the play action. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down. fakes, now to throw. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And talk about killing any momentum this offense had, Brock. 3 consecutive sacks. Going to bring up 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. We'll start from the 39. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Come on, go!
Straight ahead, it's Brown. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
19 Lions. Ready?
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Yeah, would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down.
Incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Let's go now. Ready?
Brown on the inside give. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. Injury on the field after that play, and that looks like Chase Brown, who's getting some help from the medical staff. Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
Let's go.
Trying for it with Milroe. Forced out to his right. He finds him beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch. Right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you just want, you want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on a show.
18 Cardinal, 18. Ready?
Here's a toss, left side to Pacheco. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
19. Ready?
Throwing off the play fake. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons have some new life in the 4th.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Short pass brought in. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. To the air with Penix. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Nate Wiggins on the coverage.
Desperation time here. He's loaded another one up. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. From the gun, a give to Brown. Headed right through the middle of the field. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Bengals can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well,
down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead.
27, Falcons 10. Evan McPherson to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. The Falcons ready for their next possession. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drawing starts with an option, right side. Man, those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard. Offense up to the line fast.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, hit behind the line, that ball's loose. But it looked like a Falcon swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Complete beyond the marker. Space on the right. He's got room. To the 10. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. And he works this to the 38 before going down. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Let's go, go!
Here's a toss to Pacheco. 3 inside the 30. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals nearing their 6th win this season. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Pacheco on the toss right side. Next snap coming inside the red zone. Brock, he picks up 9 on the play. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down.
Let's go now. Ready?
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he picks up the 1st down for the Bengals. That is the last thing they need to lock away this win. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
On the jump.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Ready?
He takes off. Oh no, the ball is loose! And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long.
Come on, come on. Ready?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This one's caught. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead.
Falcons 17.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. On 1st down, here's Penix. He'll get this complete to Pitts. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down. On the shotgun, Penix finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Falcons.
Penix here from the gun. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. 3 set of downs from the 37.
That's another Falcons 1st down.
Penix is going to throw again. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
That's another Falcons.
Going now on 1st down. Penix. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. Drake London with the touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 10.
34. Falcons 24.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the fourth.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
It's second down and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
They're going to pass it here. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. McPherson at the point after.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead.
41. Falcons 24. Evan McPherson.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Penix. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, hugging, they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mom.